Hi, I am Edith Scarletto, the subject librarian for Food and Nutrition Dietetics. It's my job to work with students and faculty to help them find and navigate and learn to use the research resources we have at BGSU libraries. I am going to walk you through the library website, show you how to find the basic resources for your program, and how to get help from me and the other librarians and staff that are here to support you. The front page of the University Library's website can also be found from any BGSU page. Click Libraries in the orange bar. This is the best place to get started on your research and also locate all of the materials and services we offer. The basics can be found here: the hours of all the library service desks. If you select this, you'll see the building hours are first and the other information desks are listed there. Your library account is where you can find updates on materials you have requested or ordered. The Ask Us box shows you the ways that you can ask for help from the library staff in real time. You can use chat by entering your question here. Our chat is staffed by real people at the information desk in Jerome Library. You can find a phone number to call us with a question, or you can schedule a research appointment to get in-depth help with me or another librarian depending on your need. You can make an appointment online or in person. Here's the in-person. Here's the online link. You select a date and you can scroll down to see when folks are available. If you select my name, you can see which days and times that you can schedule an appointment. Be sure to select the correct online or in-person option. You can also find links to other services that are in the library, such as the Learning Commons. Click on Services and then Academic Tutoring to see all the things they offer for students. They're listed on the left: tutoring services, academic coaching, supplemental instruction. The Learning Commons provides supplemental instruction for courses as well as course-based tutoring. If there isn't a tutor for your class, they can set one up for you. They also have dedicated staff who do writing consultations and a math and stats lab. The Writing Hub provides online or in-person writing appointments to help you at any stage of the process. The Math and Stats Lab has drop-in tutoring, or you can ask for help online via Zoom. As a subject librarian, I pull together the resources for certain programs to make them easier to find. We call these research guides, and you can find this by using the Find and Borrow menu and going to Research Guides. You can find your research guide by typing Food and Nutrition into the box and selecting it from the list, or you can also go to Health Sciences as the subject and then scroll down to Food and Nutrition. You can also find this page in your Canvas course on the left side orange navigation under Library Research. I work with faculty in the Food and Nutrition program to put this page under your link so you can find it if you are in Canvas. The Food Nutrition Research Guide is set up so that you can find articles and databases along with tutorials. Different websites by subject and citing sources gives you resources on the AMA, the American Medical Association citation style, the style used by your program. There will be another video on using AMA style and how to best search for journal articles on a topic. Now let's talk about why you would choose one database over another. The library has lots of resources, and sometimes it's hard to know where to start and what to use. Library search on the home or landing page of our website is a search of everything the library has, both online and physical copies. That includes a lot of journal articles. If you are new to a topic or new to searching, you might find this the most helpful search because it includes almost any topic area. From sports to history to medicine to literature, you can search for a book, newspaper, journal article on anything. As I mentioned, you can also find almost any format of information in library search. Books, ebooks, journal articles, newspapers, dissertations, musical scores, and archival collections. If you'd like to know more about how to use library search, you can go to that video now. Suppose you know that your faculty member or your instructor has asked you to find a scholarly journal article on a nutrient. So let's go to the research guide. You know that the research guide gives a list of databases under Finding Articles. That relate to food and nutrition. Go to the research guide, select Finding Articles and Database Tutorials. Under Start with These databases, you will see that CINAHL plus with full text, pronounced CINAHL, is the first one in the list. CINAHL stands for the Comprehensive Index for Nursing and Allied Health Literature, but you don't have to remember that. That means that it has health science literature that you can use for food and nutrition research. For instance, we could take a look at why the low sodium diet is recommended for hypertension or high blood pressure. We'll select it now. If we start typing low sodium diet, a few synonyms or related terms will pop up. You can choose to keep your search terms or use the ones that are suggested. I'll keep low sodium diet for now. In the next box, I will type hypertension. When I use the search button, here you can see the other synonyms or suggestions. When I use the search button, I find 925 articles. I can quickly limit to academic journals using the button under the search boxes. Academic journals are what peer-reviewed or scholarly journals are called here. Now I have 805 results. This search gives you an idea about what kind of information is in CINAHL. If you take a look at the results, you can see a couple of phrases showing up under the titles of the articles called subjects. Here. You can see similar phrases keep coming up under the subjects. A good way to begin nutrition research is to use the nutrient you want to research with the condition you want to improve. Here we used the low sodium diet as our nutrient and hypertension as the condition. If you need to narrow it down additionally, or if your population is more specific, you can use the advanced search box to add a third narrowing topic. So for instance, if we needed pregnant women, we could use that as our third idea. This is a standard way to create research questions in health sciences. For more about how to break down a research question into keywords, we can go back to our research guide. Under Courses, you will see Pico Searching Worksheet, identifying keywords and synonyms. These will all help you break down your research topic into words that can be searched in databases. For food and nutrition, and the intervention is generally the nutrient or the diet, and the problem is the condition of the patient. We would use the population to narrow it down if we need a very specific group of patients, or population. We always assume there are patients with a condition, so you don't need to type people with hypertension in the search, just use hypertension. The additional population characteristics get entered into that third box. And if you'll note here, the word "and" is capitalized between them. In the advanced search, those "and" boxes show up on the left here, but when you see the results, they're all together in one list. For more help or specific information about searching the CINAHL database, you can go back to the research guide, finding articles and database tutorials, and the CINAHL searching guides will be listed here, along with library search basics that we mentioned earlier in the video.